In this food adventure, I'm taking on a giant Greek Souvlaki challenge, which uses multiple pita breads as the base. Then it's filled with things like grass-fed lamb and chicken, as well as some vegetables including lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. And of course, you can't forget about that all-important tzatziki sauce. Now with this monster Souvlaki challenge, I only have 15 minutes to finish it all. And if I fail, I'll have to fork over 85 Australian dollars. But if I win, I'll get the meal for free and my picture up on their wall of fame. And the battle is on, as I am taking on the Monster Souvlaki Challenge here at Saki Souvlaki Burger Bar and Grill in Cheltenham, Melbourne, Victoria in Australia. To first address what's probably on your mind here, yes, I did unwrap the challenge before I started, and while this gorgeous creation looked great all wrapped up, I really wasn't looking to spend that 15 minutes I had undressing this beauty like it was some sort of hot first date.
We're just straight to business with you.
That's right. When that time starts, it's go time, and I want to get straight to the action, baby, which means grabbing a piece of that perfect looking pita, then going to town and sending it down. Now initially, I was getting a bit ahead of myself here, taking a few bigger bites than I could actually chew. So I did have to dial things back a little bit, just so I could find that magical groove and keep on moving forward. So with this being my first Souvlaki challenge, something I was a bit unsure of was the pita bread, and exactly how much chewing would be needed to get through it. But after taking several bites of it, I was relieved. This was so good. This was probably the item that stood out the most to me. It was so warm and soft, and with each bite, you experienced its chewy, fluffy, and slightly spongy texture. But it was also on the tender side, which made it so much easier to eat and enjoy, really, more so than I had expected. And with the mix of the other ingredients, each bite I took was nothing short of exceptional. Always appreciating the love and the support from the crowd, almost as much as I'm loving this challenge. I mean, I've had gyros before, which are very similar, but there are a few minor differences here. With the biggest differences that I know of come from the meat, as Souvlaki is more of a meat skewer, whereas gyros are thin slices of roasted meat, and even kebabs are more of a spicy minced meat. So you could say that I've never had, say, Souvlaki proper. And honestly, this is probably one of the more healthier food challenges I'll have on this trip, especially with these type of quality ingredients. You've got that grass-fed lamb, which I can't say that I've had that in a challenge before either. And of course, you've got those veggies, which are always a great sight to see. But let's not forget about that tzatziki sauce either, which always seems to be a little late to the party, but when it arrives, it certainly makes its presence known, with its creaminess and that bit of tang.
Well done, Mitch. Go on, you darling. Yeah, too easy, eh? Go on, Mitch. Hit it. Hit it.
So yeah, it only took me 8 minutes to finish. Now, depending on who you ask, some might say I finished rather quickly, while others might say that I should have taken more time to enjoy the experience. But either way, I finished it off, and all I can say is I'm certainly leaving satisfied. And after those push-ups, the restaurant said I needed to try some of their baklava, which is a Greek layered pastry dessert And I've actually had this before, so I knew that there was no way the fat kid inside me was gonna say no. To watch more from this trip, tap the screen or click the link in the description down below, and I'll see you there.